Joie Hazel versus Joie Ginger, two full-size strollers from the Joie lineup that you may be wondering which one's right for you, and in this video, I'm gonna help you decide. If you're new here, I'm Emily. I'm the stroller mom. I review strollers and baby gear from a mom's perspective as a mom who actually uses the strollers with my 3 kids. So if you're not already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. I cannot tell you how much that helps. And also shop through the links below. It really supports this channel at no additional cost to you. And I also always appreciate it if you hit that like button. If you're confused on the differences between the Joie Hazel and the Joie Ginger, you are not alone. Probably my most asked question, and to be honest with you, I was confused at first too, but now after getting to use and test both of these strollers, I'm gonna kind of walk through all of the differences. So let's start off with price. The Joie Hazel is actually more expensive than the Joie Ginger, and I will show you why that is. But this stroller retails at $330. And so for that, you get the stroller as you see here. You also get car seat adapters and a parent cup holder. You also can buy this stroller as a travel system, which depending on which infant car seat you get of Joie's, it can range from $450 up to $570. The Joie Ginger, on the other hand, is a little bit more affordable at $270, and what you get is the stroller as you see here, the seat that turns into a bassinet, a parent cup holder, and car seat adapters as well. And you can also buy this as a travel system with one of the 2 Joie car seats, ranging in $390 to $490. Honestly, I've been so impressed with these 2 strollers. For the price, you get a lot of features and versatility that compared to the higher end strollers, they're definitely competing at a lower price point. And be sure to check out my full review of the Joie Ginger. I have one of the Joie Hazel coming soon, so depending on when you're watching it, it may already be out. I go much more in depth in those videos, whereas this is gonna kind of focus on these 2 strollers and where they're different and similar. So on paper, these 2 strollers look very similar and they have a lot of the same features. Both of these strollers have adjustable handlebars that you do the same exact mechanism. They both have leatherette detailing. They both have a really cool feature where the seat can actually move up and down closer or further from parents, which is something that I love, and I think more strollers are gonna start to come to the market with that cool feature. They have reversible seats. They work with the Joie infant car seats. Their baskets are almost identical. They both have these lower pockets here in the back. The sizing on the baskets is almost the same. The brake on both of these strollers is almost the same. The buckles on both of these strollers is the same, and an almost identical bumper bar, with this one being maybe a little bit thicker. And the last thing I will say on similarities is both of these strollers have the same mechanism and how they fold. So these triggers on the side, the Hazel's a little bit bigger and heavier, so we'll get to why that is in just a minute. But as you can see, they both have a lot of really great features. Now, the differences, the reason you came here. So the Joie Hazel, on top of being a little bit more expensive, it has all-terrain wheels. Now, is this the push of like the $1,000 Bugaboo Fox? No. Does it still have a really nice push compared to its competitors? Absolutely. And you can see the tires are just a little bit larger. They're more foam. There's some nice tread. And I will say I did notice that the push was a little bit better on the Hazel. Is this a jogging all-terrain stroller? No. But is this going to do a lot better on varied terrain if you're at grass or some gravel at parks or things like that? Yes, it's definitely going to do really well there. Another way that this stroller is different is it has a more premium recline mechanism. And so it's like you just this little lever here and you can pull it down and then you just push it off. It's kind of like memory buttons and how it moves up. Something I do like about both of these strollers is you can see they have nice upright seats, but something about the way the Hazel just comes in, it just is very like nice and firm, and I think it's because it doesn't have the pram-mat, which we'll get to in just a minute. Something else that's really nice about the seat on the Hazel is it's near flat. They do say it's infant compatible, and I would definitely put my newborn in here with the bassinet mode, which I'll show you. But they do have a really nice mesh panel back here for added airflow that is unique to the Hazel. And then a really nice mesh peekaboo window that does stay open. So you just have a little bit more of a premium feel on the Hazel. The canopy on the Joie Hazel does extend really nicely, and it has this nice mesh portion here in the canopy, and you can see that is such an impressive canopy. Now, this stroller, while it doesn't turn into a bassinet, it has like, I kind of call it a bassinet mode. I think it's officially called a nest mode, but you have this adjustable footrest here, and you actually can untuck from under the seat this fabric lining, and with a lot of jamming, you can snap it. I will say, if I had like one complaint about this stroller, is this should be a little easier to do. So let's talk about the differences on the Ginger. So the Ginger, on top of being a little bit more affordable, it has fine wheels. They are still rubber, they're not plastic, but they're definitely not this, like you can tell there's an increased quality difference in the Hazel's wheels. But the biggest selling point for the Joie Ginger next to price is its pram-ette mode. So you still have the reversible seat and all that, a nice upright seat, good feeling materials. It does have a different recline mechanism, something that I just would call it more manual than the other one. The other one's just so easy up and down. This one you kind of have to play with it a little bit more and pull, but you'll set it to the most reclined position there. And then you can actually recline the seat, pull the canopy up, and there's a little buckle on the back of the footrest here. And now you have a full flat pram. Now it's called a pram because it's not Safe Sleep approved. Now real quickly, I wanna show you these two strollers side by side in their newborn compatible mode. So you have the pram-ette over here, and then you also have the little like nest mode on the Hazel here. Now I will say, I have been skeptical of the pram-ette seat type setups. I felt like it was gonna compromise when you got to the toddler or the seat stage. But I will say I've used this a lot with my toddler and I have been very impressed. I do not feel like there is a difference in like the seat because it has this pram-ette mode versus this seat over here on the Hazel. So I think that's good to know. Now let's talk about the canopies on these two strollers because there are a few differences here. This is the Joie Hazel's canopy and this is the Joie Ginger at the full extension. So it's definitely better on the Joie Hazel, plus you have the added ventilation in the back. Now you do have a peekaboo window on the Joie Ginger, but this style is gonna be more likely to fall closed because it doesn't have anything that holds it open, whereas this one, the way you do it, it's likely to stay open. It also has like more ventilation in the canopy. Now both of these strollers do come with car seat adapters and they only work with the Joie lineup of car seats, so huge value added ordering the travel system together. And they pop on really easily. You can just put the car seat on and go. And it's very simple. Now, it doesn't work with any other car seat brands, so something to keep in mind. And one other thing to note that I get asked about all the time is, as of now, the Joie lineup in the US is not free from chemical flame retardants. Now, there's certain ones they don't use that they have on their website, but that is something I always want to note in my videos. The last thing is let's show the folds of these two strollers, because what you want to do if you want them to stand when folded is you need to have it on the middle height extension. So the second one down on both of these. And then they both have triggers here on the side. So as you can see, the fold is basically identical on both of these strollers, but the Hazel is slightly larger. Now let me show you how to open them. There is a little mechanism on the side for each of these. You're just gonna pull it, and they open very simply. So which of these strollers is best? I think they are both really good strollers and I can confidently recommend both of them. I think the upgraded wheels, upgraded canopy, while still having that newborn compatibility mode on the Hazel is very nice. Now it is more money and it's heavier, so you have to decide if that's worth it. I think the Joie Ginger having the pram-ette mode, being a little bit lighter, it's also really nice. And even I said this in my full review, I just wish the canopy had a little bit more of an extension. But if you purchase the travel system mode, then you get the extended canopy. So pros and cons for sure to both. I hope this video helps. If you still have any questions, be sure to comment them below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, shop through the links below, and thanks for watching.